Oh, look at all this light back here. What am I supposed to do with this? Here, let's open this. Ah! This month I've been specifically trying to not stream, but like not force myself under a regimen over the past 10 years. I was trying to let loose a little bit this month and realize everything's going to be okay. I have a very twisted brain where if I feel like I don't stream, I feel like I'm letting everybody down. In fact, I was nervous about jumping on tonight to even like discuss shit or something like that. I'm not even kidding you. I was actually like almost like reluctant in some way that I was like letting people down, you know? Something like that. That I was like, oh, if I don't keep up this schedule, then this is what 10 years of doing this shit will do to you, you know? This is what like 8 years of streaming on this platform will do to you. I have to retune my brain. And if I'm not doing something, like, it's hard for me to just be alone. Yeah, the anxiety sucks, but at the same time, when I'm doing stuff and going to watch movies, if not hanging out with Ripley and just doing family stuff, I feel great. It feels genuinely amazing that, hey, you know what? I could actually take 2 days off in a row from a stream and not worry that my entire livelihood is gonna go away and everyone's gonna be pissed off, you know? It comes to the point where it's like, I know other streamers have literally taken like months off and stuff like that. They literally have taken like substantial breaks from weeks to months just for like mental health. And I have never done that. And it would be very hard for me to do that just because I can't do nothing with my time. I would have to have like an agenda. I'd have to be like on a fucking vacation or something like that, you know? But even in a situation like this month, I think I've streamed only like on average 4 days a week this month. And even like 4 days a week really has made me feel weird, you know? It's hard to explain. It's just fucking hard to explain. Anyway, what I will say is that the early streaming stuff, like the 5 to 6 p.m. start time thing, is definitely going to be a constant. Like that's going to be something that I would like to keep up into 2022. Me being essentially done with streaming at the end of a day will conclude at like 11 p.m. to 12 at night. And I've definitely gotten to the point where easily get to bed and like asleep by like 1 or 2 and not like 6 or 7. And I wake up at like 9 or 10 in the morning and it feels good. It feels good. The thing that was there was an issue with the streams earlier this week where my ass was streaming until like 11, 12 o'clock at night. At the end of the stream, I was dead tired because I had been awake since like 7:38 in the morning. So that was like the end of a 16, 17 hour day and like the tail end of a 16, 17 hour day. So I was tired, man. I was like, fuck, dude. Like when you're talking a whole bunch and having to enunciate and do all this crazy bullshit, like the energy it takes to stream, at the end of the day, I got super exhausted in that first week. I was like, I have to do something about this. So I've already sort of switched my stream schedule, my sleep schedule to accommodate the stream. I can start at 5 or 6 and then go to like midnight and get a good 6-hour stream and still not be like fucking dead tired at midnight, you know? When did your stream become consistent and how did it happen? My body got fucked up. I got Ripley on a nap schedule, sleep schedule, and I was the one that was able to get her to sleep, but I was falling asleep too. And it royally screwed up my sleep schedule where I was getting up at 7 in the morning and I couldn't stop no matter when I went to bed. So I'd go to bed at 5 and I'd wake up at 7. And I don't know why. So, I changed everything else. I changed everything around that. And guess what? It's worked great. It's worked fucking fantastic. I think my quality of life is even better than before now because I actually get up at a normal human functional hour. I get up at like 9, 10 in the morning. And I think streaming, starting at 5 or 6 is a lot better. At least for me personally. Hopefully it doesn't, you know, kill everybody and I'm not the crazy AM streamer I used to be, but I don't know if I want to go back to that. I kind of like the circadian rhythm. It feels good. It feels good being a functional human again and not a crazy lizard person, which I was before. Going to bed at 6 in the morning for 10 years will definitely mess you up. Yeah, I know, and my stream isn't like grueling for people on the East Coast. Don't worry, I know East Coasters how crazy difficult it has been for a hell of a long time. Oh, I know. Yeah, I mean, obviously having a kid is one of the biggest motivating factors behind all of that. Ripley being around and me spending more time with her during the day. You know, it truly has a profound impact because for anybody that has kids, you know, when you have a kid in those first couple of years, you're just constantly chasing them around, right? You're just constantly like literally right next to them and having to look after everything they're doing and having to literally like shadow them at all times to make sure they don't get into something. Or you have very little time where you're just sitting in one spot and just chilling. You're always like up and about and moving and getting up and about and moving and getting up and picking up and doing this. Like you're essentially doing that throughout the majority of the day. And when I was not on a normal sleep schedule, that would get exhausting. It would get really tiring, where it would essentially make me want to sleep more because you would just be super tired as a result of it. I have found that in a normal sleeping schedule, a normal circadian rhythm, I can chase Ripley around all day. Throughout the entire day, I'm just lifting her up, picking her up, making sure she's not messing around with something, playing with her, making her laugh, grabbing her, throwing over me like she's a sack of potatoes, and walking here and left and right. And I don't get tired. I actually do not get super physically exhausted anymore. Well, number one, like I've been able to consistently work out at the times of the day that make a lot more sense than like trying to cram something in before a stream. And I'm able to fucking keep up with her. That feels good. It feels good not just being super tired throughout the day anymore, man. Because that's what would happen for me. When I would wake up at 3 or 4 p.m. after going to bed at 6 a.m. or some shit, and you'd wake up at like 2 to 3 o'clock, I would be tired for 2.5 hours. It would take me a long time to be like, eventually becoming like functional. It'd take me a long time because you're waking up in the middle of the day. And guess what? By the time you're a functional human being from waking up, it's nighttime. It's fucking nighttime. And that's when the depression kicks in, you know? That's when it feels like I'm just, what are my days at this point? What the fuck are my days? Because that's what happens in daylight savings time for us in like California. Oh, dude. So I would always get massive depression around October to like March. I'd be depressed because it just feels like I'm just losing complete track of time. I just feel like I get up and I stream and I go to bed. That's it. You're describing your life right now? Yeah, it sucks, man. I completely sympathize with you guys. It sucks. And I did it for 8 years. Very, very little. Very little actual functional sleeping. But yes, when you actually have a connection with the daytime and you're actually able to live throughout the day, I have so much energy. It's nuts. It's fucking crazy. I think the big thing that makes me realize it is how much effort and energy I'm able to actually put into lifting, into actually working out and shit. It becomes way easier. There was like a 2-month period there where it was difficult to find time and energy just to start that shit. And now I get my workout done before the fucking noon. It's amazing. If at latest maybe 2 p.m. It's fucking amazing. I mean, granted, I ate dinner at like 4:30, but whatever. I'm streaming in the middle of the day now.